With your permission, Virginia, this is not funny. The core family, as we know it, unfortunately, is the least safe place for children, not in Australia, in the Western world, and in more traditional societies, even more so. The data speaks about every fifth child that goes through some kind of abuse, sexual, physical, emotional, and the core family is the place which exactly those parental rights that you are talking about, and the custody, this total custody that we have in this structure of marriage, which still gives men domination, complete domination over their children and too often over their women, and who are called wives, is a part of the ongoing hurt in children. So I do want to put the discussion on parental rights in perspective and in context, and the context of what are the values of this core family that you are protecting so much. That's one of the things that we need to start breaking apart. I believe that instead of marriage, the state should offer two kinds of default agreements. One is custody over children. A child can have more than two parents. They don't have necessarily to be his biological parents or her biological parents. The person who takes responsibility for the child, and someone must take responsibility for the child, needs to be obligated for certain criteria that the state should actually decide on. What does it mean that you are responsible for the child? And I believe, of course, it has to consume a lot of freedom for the child to be who she or he is.
And you want the state deciding this?
No, what do you mean the state? It's us coming together in a democracy, which we'll discuss, I suppose, later, what it means in a democracy. We all together decide what it means to be a good parent. The other thing is that the other kind of agreement that should be made by a default option by the state is for a shared household. Those components, those major components of marriage that have to do with social, economical, financial aspects that we do not discuss when we get married. You know when we discuss them? When we divorce. Then it becomes a war.